Max 104.9, joined by Sylvain, Mario, and Steven of the Acadie-Bathurst Titan management team. So, gentlemen, we didn't win a Memorial Cup this year, so how do we get there next year? Let's start with the draft.
It's all started with the draft. I mean, you have to be efficient in the draft. Last year was a really good draft for us, and we have to repeat the draft that we had last year. I think we had as I mentioned, out of the first 55 pick last year, we had 7 playing for us this year, and we just have to keep making some good draft picks.
And I know with the standings, you're projected to get like the first or second draft pick. Is there anybody that you have your eye on yet, or 2 or 3 players perhaps?
Right, exactly. I think there's definitely 3 guys that are front runners right now, and that we have been, looking a lot lately. We got Shane Bauer out of Halifax, and 2 guys that play for Châteauguay in Quebec League, Antoine Morin and Maxime Comtois. So those are the 3 front runners for now. And as we all know, we're probably going to pick first or second. So those are 3 guys that are really intriguing for us.
Excellent. So Mario, when you get to training camp, obviously you worked a lot on the defensive side of things, and I know you've been working a lot on the power play in the last few weeks with the team. So where would you start with the training camp?
For sure, we'll start on the offensive side of the game this year. We want to work on our offensive ability. It's kind of working more on our skill, and make sure our players will know exactly what will be our expectation next year for us. We have to improve our goal for and our special team. So we will put all in place to make sure we'll improve next year.
So do you have any specific plans for certain players that are on the team roster now, or are you going to put that together in the future to prepare for August and September?
No, we'll prepare for the future, because for now, for our players, we'll have to kind of a good rest for 2 weeks. Then after that, they will start their summer training. They have to finish their school first. Then after that, they will have to start their summer training, and we'll follow them through all the summer. We'll keep in touch with all of our players to make sure they will follow their fitness work, and we'll be fine when they will arrive for the training camp.
I know, Kevin, you had a question for Steven.
Yeah, I've got a question for you, Steven. It was a bit of a rough season, and I often get a chance to speak with Mario and Sylvain. For you, on a board and ownership standpoint, what was the biggest lesson that you've learned?
That's a good one. The biggest lesson I've learned, I guess, is we have to be patient. We can't expect to do everything, the first day. It's been a long journey for us as ownership and as far as management is concerned, but I think we're putting the pieces together slowly. Everything's being positive. I think we're hearing the community's positive. We've got a great fan base now. We're seeing some energy, some chemistry. We have the local sponsors that are really helping us out. So the big key has been being patient, and similar to the draft and developing a team, I think getting the fans back is all about patience, and asking the fans for their patience as well.
So if you had a message for the fans going into next year, what would that message be?
Well, I think first of all, I've been here for 12 years already, and I only good thing to say about the fans. And as Steve just mentioned, I think the only message is, I know it's tough sometimes, but patience is a key word. I think talking to a lot of our fans, I think they know what we're doing, they know where we're going, and they bought into it. And I think at the end of the day, everybody will be happy, but again, it's take time and patient, and I'm just asking for them to be patient and continue to support our team. I think our players really likes it here, and they really likes the fans, and I think it's one of the best fans in the league. So let's keep do that rebuilding all together, including the fans.
Anything to add?
I would like to add that you look at our last game where we had 3,200 people, and I think the energy level in the rink that night created that victory. The 7th fan, or 7th player, I guess, really allowed the players to get that energy level, and it pushed them through probably the best game we had this year. So without the fans, I don't think we would have had the outcome that we had that night.
And being in the building that evening, I did notice that they certainly got a little extra jump in their step based on the number of people cheering for them.
Exactly.
thanks for coming in, fellas. We appreciate the chat.
Thanks so
Thank
much
you.
for having us.